Okay, I thought I'd just bring a few more races, and this is a quicker way to do it. So I'm in A class. I'm using the BMW Z4, and I really like this actually. The handling's a little bit strange. I sometimes find sorry, let's turn this down a little bit. I sometimes find the older cars from some of the older Forzas, they're not quite as good as the ones designed for the new games. So this is I was using this car back in Forza 4. So sometimes some of the old ones they don't seem to handle quite right. But having said that, you know, it's got some really good stats on it. Uh, 6 handling, 8.5 acceleration. That's good enough for A class. So the race here at Prague Short, it was pretty messy to say the least. The guy just got knocked off. Well, I knocked him. He was pretty much spinning around anyway. Uh, so I am up into 7th now, and the main pack, they're all starting to get away, and I'm going to make a huge error here. And I think that is just about it. That's the last big mistake that I make, and we're using the old lines there through the chicane. Don't think many people are sticking to the new track limits there through there. I ain't really seen anybody doing that. So somebody's just coming through now in one of those O2 Camaros. Really great car for this class, really fast. So there's not much I can do about that. It's called Rogar, I think, SBR Rogar. I've noticed his name just cropping up on the leaderboards quite a bit recently. So I know he's a really quick guy and a quick car, so there's not much I could do about that. I'm not hugely familiar with this track, or this is the reverse layout anyway. That's even worse. Just been doing a bit of practice on it to kind of, because it's come up a couple of times, and I do want to kind of try and get to grips with it a little bit. But I lost a position there to one of the Cobras. I've just started using that car myself recently, and it's a really decent car. Probably roughly around here, I'd say roughly about same kind of. It'll do similar kind of lap times, I'd say. They're pretty equally matched. But I got the position back anyhow. So up ahead, we've got Rogar, Racer T, also quick, Katsumoto, he's super quick from what I can remember. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that name, but I don't remember him featuring the lobby a whole great deal, and I'm not quite sure how to say that one either, but I didn't see him in the lobby that much, so I might have just fluked. Maybe there was some battling or some mistakes, and they've just kind of got into the lead. I don't really remember seeing them up at the front that much. It's one of them tracks, Prague. It's just one of them tracks where you can really do quite well if you keep out of the walls. So now I'm just trying to set some fast laps up to the minute, and I don't think I was doing too much of a bad job, to be honest with you. Like I say, I wasn't hugely familiar with this track, so I think I was doing like maybe 1 minute 1 minute 0.5, something like that. So obviously you can see there I'm not taking the best lines, but yeah, obviously dirty laps as well, because I were cutting through the chicane. I think everybody were doing that. I didn't see anybody taking it clean. So this race could be, oh, another mistake there. It's a tricky one to get right though, to be fair. I think this race is pretty much wrapped up now. Not far from clean, but it is really, it's just ridiculous how much slower a clean lap is. I'd say maybe 2 seconds a lap if you want to hit that clean. Like I say, I haven't really seen anybody taking that chicane clean. And the difference is, if you want to do it clean, you've got to really be 2 seconds a lot faster than everybody else if you want to stand a chance. So it's not feasible really. I think I would like to see that change. That's one of the big issues that I have, especially, well, I guess once they start bringing in the penalty system, if it ever comes, then I guess everybody will have to take it clean. But it's not an easy thing to do. The difference between a clean lap and a dirty lap really is just when you watch as it come through. This looks like it could almost, I mean, that's just going halfway over there, but it's dirty the lap, and it's just it's a case of a couple of feet. And when you're going this quick, and when you know try to change direction that fast, it's really difficult to be quick and clean. It's going to be really difficult once the penalties come in. So yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think really the track limits there should be just the wall itself, and you should be able to take as much of that curb as you need to, in my opinion. But I guess that when in the race, that's what people are just doing, not taking any chances with that back marker there. And I think that's the end of that race. So I'm just going to come out, and I'm going to go to my save races and see if there's anything else of interest. I think I've had a couple of decent races recently, so should be able to find something. I had a pretty decent run at Suzuka Sebring. It's a night race, it's not going to look right. Might be a little bit difficult to see what's going on. Catalonia, I think that were a good race. This one, not a lot happened there. Funny moment at Spa, I don't know if that might be worth loading up. Nice guys at Mugello, so, and that was just a bit of a feisty race that we had at Miami. I might save that to a little bit later. So first of all, yeah, I was just holding off that guy there. So first of all, yeah, I think I'm going to load up Suzuka. So while that's loading, I'm just going to grab myself a drink, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, sorry to keep waiting. Righty. Let's back to the beginning. There we go. Right, it was quite a feisty race, this one. It's one of the things that I've noticed. One of the products of the new collisions is people are going for moves that they wouldn't have done before. Just chucking them up the inside, and well, it's kind of a bit of a tactic really. It's not something I like, but I guess it's better than it was. So this is the guy in the Cayman. uh, from the other race. We had some kind of good battlings, but he makes a little bit of mistake here. He's going to send himself really narrow. He's going to be really slow for a race. So I'm hanging around the outside, and for some reason, he basically just drives straight off of the exit of the track, and then comes across the track and tries to wipe me out as well, by the looks of it. So that's probably the last we'll see of him for this race. This guy's putting in the sand, but for some reason, manages to come straight back at me. I don't know how he managed that. Really just goes to show just how great that Alfa Stradale is, Alfa Romeo is. So he got right into the sand, and then somehow quickly managed to get straight back past me, so that was a little bit annoying. Yeah, it's all the same guys that were in the Road Atlanta race. The two guys in the 33s, the Swedish guy in the Cayman, and yeah, there's a couple of other people now that's going to start challenging. My main focus, obviously, is to move forward from here and get this Stradale. It's kind of it's a little bit of a thing that I always do whenever somebody's using a 33. I always kind of make it a kind of a bit of a mission to try and beat them. I always like to beat the 33s. If I can, I don't like to lose to the 33s. So I always feel it's always good when you can beat them. I'm using the Shelby Cobra 427, which is itself it's a really great car. I've got it tuned up. It's light. I've got it tuned up for low down acceleration coming out of hairpins and whatnot. And the bad thing with this car, really, obviously goes without saying, is the aero. So the high-speed corners, things like this, the high-speed long flowing corners, it's not so great at. What you really want with this car is a hairpin, because that's where you really, it's got them big fat rear tyres. It's light and it really puts its power down well, especially this tune that I've especially is one thing when I tune a car, it's all about getting out of the corners. So, for some people it's corner speed, mid corner speed. For some people it might be braking. With me, I like a good exit, so I'll compromise. I'll go in deep like this. You see, I'll go in deep, try and get myself a really good exit. Again, the 33, right deep into the sand, deep into that sand trap, and somehow manages to get out of it and pull out a gap in front of me. I don't know how he was doing that. It's almost as if he had friction assist on, but I don't think friction assist is allowed in lobbies. I didn't think it was, unless that's changed. This might be something that I might want to check. So yeah, I mean, if friction assist is available in public lobbies now, I'm going to switch it on, because obviously if you get rammed off, it's always useful to have. But it really does look to me as though he's using friction assist. Nearly always guaranteed to get this chicane wrong. It's such a tricky one. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that chicane. I don't like the really tight chicanes. I think they really kind of affect the flow of the race, but that's just my opinion. Well, looking back to 4th place, I don't think they're anywhere nearby, so I'm pretty much away. And it looks like the 2 Alpha 33s up ahead are starting to battle, and things looks like I'm going to skip forward because it looks as though things may be getting a little bit feisty between these two. Although the guy in the lead seems to be quite a bit faster. Maybe made one mistake, and yeah, it looks like he's pulling out that gap again. Now, just coming after these Degners, I think it's this lap, the guy in second place there, maybe not here, just after the hairpin. I think he makes a pretty big mistake, and I'm just gonna analyse it slightly here. It looks like he's drifted off wide. I don't know how he's managed to go off there. It's a bit of a strange one, but I'm going to pause it and just analyse what happens here. Obviously, I have this opportunity here, so where I can either get this wrong or make up a position. And I really want, like I say, it's one of them things where I like to beat a 33, but as it goes, it comes back on and goes right across the track. And I've made my decision to go to the right. At this point, you know, who could say it was 50-50 which way? I decided to go right. I was hoping that he wouldn't do what most people do, and that's go straight across the track, try and block people, and it's exactly what I did. Unfortunately for me, but I barged my way through and managed to keep the position. But yeah, just look at it again in real time. Just wind back there. And it's just a bit of a strange one because I'm not sure how I managed to end up on the outside of that corner. It's not the sharpest of turns. You can pretty much easily take this one flat out, and it's just gone right wide, really wide, and then just come straight across right into my path. But luckily for me, I managed to hold the position. So now it's just a case of holding him off, making sure that I think probably the biggest thing is, my biggest worry at this point is he's going to probably take this 130R, is probably going to go a little bit wide at 130R, and I'm probably going to make a hash at the last chicane, but he's quite far back. He's definitely gone wide. I'm just hoping I don't make a hash at the chicane because I nearly always do. I'm slow, but I hit the apex. There's the other apex. Not a bad exit. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to safely hang on to second position again. That's another second position. But yeah, not a bad race. Quite interesting. Quite pleased with that. Okay, let's have a look. I think the Lime Rock race were a pretty decent one. Homestead, that was a feisty. I'll save that till later. So yeah, let's have a little look. I'm probably going to do, I might just have a quick look, see what the Catalonia one was like. Done all these ones. I'm going to skip that one. So in order, the next race I'm going to show is going to be Mugello, Lime Rock, Homestead. So I'm just going to let them last three in order. Possibly have a little quick look at the Catalonia one, and just before we get into that, I'm going to start off. So basically, it's these four in order, and I'm just going to have a quick watch of this race. Just the beginning of this race. I'm just going to show just the beginning of this race. Using the Mercedes, not the fastest car, I have to say. I like it. I really like the gearbox in this car. You know, the gear changes. I don't use manual with clutch. I've kind of, just at the minute, I've got a little bit of a bête noire where I don't like to use manual with clutch. I just use manual. So I do the gear changes. I have what most people use. A lot of people use the A button as clutch. I like to use that for the handbrake. So in the settings, I've got it switched. So I've got the handbrake is where it's supposed to be, which is the A button. So if I, feel like doing a little bit of drifting and whatnot, I can just quickly, the handbrake's in a better position. And obviously, when you're hitting it, when you're hitting the handbrake, it's not going to stall a car like it would if you're using clutch. Yeah, some of my cars are set up for drifting. It's, it sounds a bit sort of strange maybe, but now and then, if there's no one around, obviously I'm not going to affect anybody's race. But yeah, just sometimes I'll just kind of mess around, do a bit of drifting. But yeah, so this car, it's not the quickest, but I really like it. I like the gear changes because the gear changes are fast, which suits not using clutch. It's beneficial for me, and yeah, it's a great car. It's not quick, but it's a really good car, and it looks fantastic. If you have a look at that, that looks great. That is a real cool car. So I'm just going to show the first bit of this because it didn't go too well. I had a guy that for some reason, I think he was just ramming in general. It seemed to be just kind of ramming in general. It was a guy in the. It's never a good sign when he's using the big Bentley because that's never going to be quick in A class. A class is my favourite class. So yeah, straight away, as soon as we set off, it's got the four-wheel drive, I imagine, from that launch. It just goes, you can see it's already going. It's going straight for me. He's got it in for me. So he's got him, he's on the rear quarter pound there. He's trying to push me off. We're on the grass. There's not a lot I can do. He just pounced, and there was just nothing I could do really. He had that amazing launch, and he's got a big heavy car, and I couldn't really resist it. But I did kind of come off better. So yeah, I got into the wall. He slipped past me, and then is round and round again and round again. And yeah, I just escaped. It's not in a fantastic position, but I'm in 12th, and in this car really, it's got good top end, 7, I think 6, 9, 7 on top end. So yeah, I'm never going to really get much past 8th. In this car, you're lucky to get maybe 8th position. Between 8 and 10 is the kind of, I would say, the average kind of finishing position that I get in this car. So I didn't come off too badly really. In a way, it's kind of a blessing in disguise because if I'd have held on into the hairpin, if I'd have gone into the hairpin in that position, I would have just been losing positions. It would have been a little bit disheartening. So in a way, it's not such a bad thing, and I can kind of look forward rather than looking behind me. So hopefully I can, make positions up. I've not already made one up there. I don't know who that was. It was a guy in a Porsche. Okay, so it looks like this guy in the Mustang. Wow, that were I don't know if I were bad on the brakes there, but both of them. Let's see, who is that? That's Latio 3000. I think I recognise that guy as being a really good tuner. And SCT, it's an SCT guy. They're generally pretty quick. Takashi, is that? I don't recognise that name, but yeah, they both did me on the brakes here. I was not expecting the car coming down the left-hand side there. I didn't think I'd left the car with it. Yeah, I guess that is an optimistic move from that guy, but yeah, a slight bit of contact, but I cannot argue with that. I got done by 2 people there pretty well. Yeah, yeah. Round of applause for them too. That was yeah, that were a good pass. I guess that just kind of shows you the level of grip that you get with this car. It's not enough, if I'm honest. Turning, you can see there, it's a little bit slower than what you want. The grip is, I think this one is 5.5 handling, which for A class is pretty super large. You're in the kind of territory of the speed cars there. Big speed cars. So little low down acceleration zones like this, the car's really going to suffer. So obviously it's got the big wing, so mid corners should be okay, but as an all-rounder it's not brilliant, this car, but I do like using it now and again. I think I've kind of noticed that you kind of use this car to go around through there. You use this car, and I think sometimes people see it and they think you're going to be a rammer. I've kind of got that sense before, where people try and sort of stay clear of you because it's just a big car. But yeah, it's not why I use it. So yeah, it should be okay. Got a good top end. The guy that spun around in the Porsche is coming back. RBM Passion. I recognise that name. I'm going to assume he's a pretty quick guy. It's RBM. So I'm going to assume he's pretty quick. Although I thought the guy that I thought it was Passion X. Sounds familiar, so maybe there's two. Anyways, stuck it down the inside. Again, the brakes on this car, it just allows people to do that, and there's nothing you can, well, there is something you can do about it, but I just, I wasn't really expecting it. You sometimes forget just how bad the brakes are on this car. It's just the way it is. It's a big heavy car. So he's gone, and looking back, don't think there's going to be anybody coming back at me now. Beximus in first place, he's a really fast driver. Mr. Golden, I still remember he was a pretty quick guy. Roge, R-O-G-E, Pinchy, super quick guy in 8 Series, one of the old 8 Series. Yeah, really fast driver. Joe Dizzle, I think he's pretty quick. And then some other names that, Daddy Big Boom, also a really quick driver. So yeah, I think the race is pretty much settled down now. It's just a case of holding off this guy in the, let's have a little look, what is it? Oh, the BMW with no aero. Could be tricky to hold him off at the chicane. We'll see if I get it done. I've ended up watching this entire race now. It's closed up big time. I think I'm going to be able to keep this position. Battling it out for top 10 now. And yeah, it looks like I've just got it. It's got it looks like he's done the looks like there's a body kit on that car. It's quite cool. I haven't seen it before. Anyway, on to the next race. What did I say? Spa's done some Mugello next. Yeah, although I didn't give it away. Interesting to surprise in this race, actually. Something that I wasn't really expecting to see in a standard not open lobby, hopper, standard A-class hopper. Gee, well, somebody's looped it straight away there by the looks of it. I don't know who that was. Gonna have a quick look, see who that was. Got 4 positions ahead. This guy. Nope, further up. What happened there? 2 positions up. Nope, 1 position. Nope. Whoa, who is this guy? And what happened? Here we go. Satisfy. Ah. Oh, it looks as though his yeah, his wheels are turned there straight away. It looks as though he's doing a Satisfy's yeah, Satisfy's a really quick driver. It looks as though he's just pulling to the side to yeah, it's deliberately pulled to the side there to let everybody go by. Oh, quit the race. Yeah, that's all that was. I thought I'd looped it. So, going back to... Ooh, just ignore that. Surprise. Yeah, going back to my race anyway. I made a pretty good start, to be honest with you. I did quite well. Not everybody was as clean as me, but I pulled it right up to the inside. Held it nice and tight, as you can see there. Right tight up to the guys in front. Right tight up to the curb. And yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. So I'm just trying to scout ahead, concentrating on the corner, trying to scout ahead. And just keeping my eye out for any opportunities. But kind of playing it fairly safe. I'm in a decent position for this car. I don't expect to get much higher than this. So yeah, that's pretty good by me. Just power down nice and smoothly. The guy in the BMW on the left, the M5, the black M5, the guy who's probably going to feature in this race the most. For me, the battle's going to be with the guy. So yeah, he's got down the inside. That's the story so far. But I'm seeing a bit of an opportunity. I hang it around the outside. Stay nicely tight. And try and get as good an exit as I can. So yeah, I'm battling this guy, Humble Ostrich, this game tag. And then who should slip by me? In the, was it 959 Atomic Punk or something like that? It's a Tax Johnson with, you have to say, absolutely insane acceleration. Just watch that one more time. He flew by us there. I mean, this car, the acceleration on this car is not too bad. It's slow, but the acceleration is not slow. So yeah, I managed to just took it down the inside of this guy. Just giving me all sorts of contact there. I held it nice and tight. And then I just see these, you know, just insanely fast approaching. I noticed on the proximity arrows at the bottom, just approaching so quick. I moved over as quick as I could because I just saw who it was. I saw, you know, the game, and Johnson flies by. I'd give him some space to come through. He absolutely flies by. And then again, acceleration on that thing is absolutely insane, and he is gone. That is the last time I'll see him in this race. But it was cool to be in a race with a Tax Johnson. I made a huge error because I was just in shock that I were in a race with a Tax Johnson. But yeah, good moment. It's first time I've been in a race with him, and yeah, it's an honour. But he's gone. That's the last I'll see him. It's too quick for me. So now, basically, my main objective is to work on this BMW. I felt like I maybe had a little bit more speed than this guy. I felt like I could probably beat this guy. So that was my main objective. I just have a little look back. There is some cars behind. I think once we're at the end of this main straight, those guys will be gone. I got a really good exit here. Kept it nice and tight on the inside. He went a little bit wide. I used my power, my top end, 7 top end, and yeah. Now it's just a battle to hold this guy off. So braking really super late. Try to hook up with that apex, park it on the apex. That's what you do with this car. You just park it on the apex. Obviously people behind, they don't like it. They want to be going through that corner quicker. But obviously, unfortunately, you can't do that in this car. You just got to be patient, and then put the power down and do the best you can. So I'm doing a fairly good job at the minute of through the corners, just holding this guy off. He's probably getting a little bit impatient, but that's what I've got to do. At this point, I'm just kind of thinking, I just want to get to that straight. That's the only thing in my mind at the minute. I just want to make it to that straight. I just want that straight to come as soon as possible. Fortunately, I didn't manage to make it in time. It's taking a really bad line through there though. There's no way for me to get through there, through the corner, so I just think, well, I took a bad line through here last time. It looks like he's taking a bad line through here again, and I definitely should have a straight line on him. So that's my tactic. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough, and I get by. At this point, my idea was, obviously I've lost the position, but my idea is I'll just wait to that last straight, and hopefully he'll take that bad line again, and I'll be able to get to the finish line first. Just going to skip forward a little bit now. So basically, yeah, that's my tactic. I'm just going to try and stay as close as I can now. This is the crucial bit. You have to absolutely nail this fast flowing chicane. Not always easy to do, but I've done a good enough job on that. I'm close enough to this guy that all I have to do really is following through this. He's made a not such a bad job with a hairpin, but I'm close enough that I can maybe think about, nope, it's got a good exit. I don't look as though I'm going to be able to do it. Yeah, unfortunately I have to settle for 12th place that time. Let's just see what happened at Lime Rock. I don't remember much about this race. Okay, so well, I'm back in the 370Z, a main staple for me. Just a nice little good handling sports car. Front engine, rear wheel drive, lots of downforce. Just my kind of thing. See what we've got in this race. I saw road guys in this race. Failing 2 3's pretty quick. Yeah, the only drawback with this car is the gear change is a little bit slow when you use manual like I do. Not the fastest of gear changes, I lose a little bit of time there, but it's a bit of a short shift car. Oh, I don't like to rev it right out. I think some people would probably over rev this car. I only like to take it to, let's have a look. Take it to, I took it quite high there. A lot of the time though, I probably won't take it much past 7,000 RPM. You can use the torque of the engine. It's been a bit of a pile up there, and I've just managed to capitalise on that, which is it's always good to be able to do. So who've got in front? Don't recognise the guys in front. I've got a bit of a run on this guy, got a bit of a poor exit out of that. This guy's a little bit all over the place. And round his outside, it's not going to be a good place to be. I managed to just hold on there. Everyone was a move from me. Got a run on the guy in the Cayman now. Sound good. Just going to come out of this. What's going on? Sorry guys. Anyway, I've got a bit of an idea now. I'm not going to go on for too long. I'm just going to do a couple of races, couple of live races. guys. Yeah, so I was going to show a couple more. I was going to show a couple more replays, but I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try going live, going online, see if I can get into a nice little A-class lobby. I don't know how it's affect the live stream though, because I'm live streaming. Obviously, I'm online as well, so it may be a little bit too much for the internet, but we'll give it a try. Maybe just do 2 races to test it, see what it's like. So I'm gonna go on because I want to try out. I've done a tune for the GT350R. I just want to give it a quick try. Who have we got in? We've got Desin, Scalzi. That's 2 names I recognise. I'll try and get a lap in. What have we got? Should be enough time to get 1, maybe 2 laps in. Just this lap. I don't want to be starting on pole. Quite like this car so far. Seems to have a fair bit of downforce, which is kind of one of the reasons why I chose it. I like a lot of downforce, especially at the rear, compared to the. That was one of the drawbacks that I found for the what is it? The Shelby Cobra. High speed corners, you really are kind of suffering. You're getting hit from behind, you know. So. Seems quite nice so far. Ooh, got a big kick of oversteer there. Generally though, it's something you don't get from this car. Despite the huge amount of power, plus I didn't even get a chance to do 1 lap there. Drag shot reverse. I am fairly well practiced on that now. Our Suzuka full. It's in rain, which means it'll probably just be slightly misty. It looks like we're going to Suzuka. I'll be starting at the back, pretty much. Unless anybody else is new to the lobby. So there's a fair few people just joined after me. We're still live. But for the next track, it looks like we're going to Suzuka then. I've noticed this car is fairly decent at Suzuka though, so who's got a microphone? Nobody, so I might as well just mute all these ones. I can just barely see over the camera. Could have been a bit higher. Getting hot. Take off my jumper before we start. So, first time using this car in public lobby. See how it goes. I kind of got to grips with it though. I've got a feel for it. I've got braking line on, so I know this track fairly well. Oh, we've got Elise, 99, Honda. These guys are all going to be quicker than me. Lancer probably going to be quicker. Drift guy. I'm not going to be drifting in front of me. Probably like off the line. Not good. Not brilliant. Right, last place, stone dead last. So I might as well just be cautious here. Use the torque, use the torque. Don't. Oh, God. The guy with amazing launch already come off. Must have zero handling. What's going on? What is going on in front of me? How many cars? Is that 6 cars in the space of 20 feet? And they're all over the place. I don't know what's going on. Where do I go? Oh God. Oh, I knew that was coming. Okay. Second gear, third gear, who knows? Come on, Golden Jaguar, pick it up. Ooh, ooh, wide. Cut back. We're in 9th place. Wow. Shit. I'd say track 3rd. I think this guy's got pretty decent torque, so should be able to. Will it do it? Could be worse. You got a gap? Yes. I like the gap. 130R coming up. Here we go. Ah! Ah! Oh God. Oh God. Oh, what are you doing? Oh! I hate the chicane. What a gear with that. 3rd. Shit. At least we've got a gap. I don't have to worry. We can piss around. Later in the line says, yes, perfect. Unlike this guy. Yeah, smooth on the accelerator. Roughly. Later in the line braking. Oh, come on, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go. There's people behind us. I get angry. Shit. Who's gonna be angry with me? Right, I must concentrate. Hairpin! Smooth, smooth. Think smooth. Going wide. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, God. Late on the brakes. Ooh. Leaving the car width. That's what they all say. Ooh, ooh, no shit. Ah, that could have been better. Please don't move in front of me. Oh, God. I want Super G's position. Give me Super G's position. Super G2. Oh, we're both wide. Shit. I'm not going to do a move into the chicane because I'm too afraid. Ah! Don't break there. Nice, smooth. Yes. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Oh, don't get away. Thank you. Thank you. You're live. You're on the stream. You're on the live stream. Don't try and do me on the outside. Ooh, drifty, drifty. And a little bit of pressure out of the rear tyres. Just a half. I'm getting a little bit hot. Oh, he's lost it. He's looped it. Concentrate. Oh, deep. Oh, tricky. $1,012 feet to the guy next. Looks like I'm gonna have Super G's position. Do I keep saying Super G? Super GT. What year do we use? Well, I'm up 2.7 seconds on this lap, so that's good. Too early. Too wide. Finish. Let's get a good lap in. Let's have a look at that car actually. I've been using it at the top. We're still live. How's it going? Seems to be going okay. 216.8. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm a little off the little off the pace there. What have we got? Prior short reverse. That sounds good to me. Fairly well practice with that race track. Let's go. 6 seconds 6 seconds off the pace. How is that possible? Oh, I need to concentrate. Do one more race and then probably going to end this live stream after that. Yeah, we've got Prague. Not bad, not bad. Started last, finished 6th. Not bad. Can't understand how I'm so slow. 2:15, 2:16, 2:17. So Ruben, he was a second a lot faster than me in the Lancer. The Honda NSX was roughly the same pace. The Maserati slightly slower, slightly, and everybody else way slower. The guy in the Elises, Jesus Christ, am I really slow or are them cars really quick? So, no chance of beating Des and Scalzi. 0 chance. Come on, buddy. 6 laps. Oh, I'm gonna hit that chicane. I'm gonna hit that wall at least 6 times. Back off the line. Oh, I'm getting pushed. I'm getting pushed. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back at me. He didn't like that Suzuka race and he wants to... Oh, so we're all going to take this line. Yep. Thought so. Don't die. Don't die. God. Through. 1 down. Tight line. What on earth is he driving? Tight line. What am I doing? Oh, I'm in the wall. I'm not in the wall. Oh, was that Des? Is Des messing it up? Oh my god. I'm on the podium position. Not for long though. Oh god. Not if I'm driving like this. Oh. Yes. Oh god. There's the chicane. Oh, 2 down. Oh god. I'm not cut out for this. Oh. Oh. Can't take it. Right, so we've got Scalzi in front of us. There's the guy that I said I would never beat. I'm actually beaten because he made a huge mistake. I don't know what happened, but it looks as though he's messed it up. I've got a little bit of a gap on the guys behind me. Not much, but it's better than 40 feet. I just lost it. Now it's 40 feet. Are we all taking that line? I think we should. Am I taking the piss? Oh, what's going on? Oh god. Oh god, what's this? Who's this? Oh, it's the lead guy. Oh my god. I'm battling for the lead now. Oh, what is going on? I was not expecting this today. Early on the brakes. Tight line. Yeah. Right, so it looks like I'm pulling away from the guy in 3rd place. I'm doing 1 minute ones. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oof. 1 minute ones is not a quick lap time for this track. I don't know what I'm doing here. Try not to take the piss with that line quite as much now. Now that I've gone past everything. Well, I'm doing well, for me. Oh my god! Oh my god! I thought I was going to hit that wall there. Be a good lap. Be a good lap. Be a good lap. Could I get on the power earlier there? Am I taking that too tight? Comment down below. Oh! 4 times down, what happened there? Oh my god. I wish I was in my Z4 right now. This car's a handful. I almost had a clean up there. I don't want to clean up. I don't want to be on pole. We've got a fairly decent... Oh, Des is coming back at me. Oh god. Oh, he's got an Elise. The Elise is coming back. Oh, I need to start cutting corners again. Sorry, I didn't say that out loud. Ooh, can I use the torque? That's quite nice. Oh, oh no, that's not. That's not. Oh god. Right. One lap, one lap. Let's get this over with. Can I hold on? He's going to be right behind me, isn't he? He's right behind me. Oh, oh, he's messed up. He's messed up. He's messed up big time. He's looped it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've got this. I've got this in the bag. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do you proud. Ooh, ooh. Bit wide. Kept it clean. Ooh. No, 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 no. Scalzi is well and truly gone now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well wide. Oh, God. Don't lose it now. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, the guy in third place must have thinking, you can smell it. There's, he's coming back. How is he coming back at me? I'm sure he looped it. I got that clean. How did I get that clean? Oh, a terrible lap time. Nearly 1 minute 1. I must have somehow got a clean lap in that and all that. Okay, people. Stream time over. This has been too much for me. Second place. And a clean lap at Prague. It's never been done before. There you go. On the podium. What's the next track? Can't vote. Laggy bitch. Oh. Oh. Silverstone. Ugh. Ugh. No, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, people, thank you for watching. And goodbye. That's 1 hour, 10 minutes.